The other one, that one, I think na statistic we go chop. A lie with arithmetic that never, no Indian can solve it. To mention his name is a disgrace to myself. I won't mention the name. Wrong arithmetic, wrong statistics, warehouse economy, and that's not what Nigeria needs.
That was President Bola Tinubu in Delta State at the run-up to the 2023 presidential election. That was precisely in 2022, where he was mocking Peter Obi for using the statistics to show how dire the state of the Nigerian economy was at the time. And now under Bola Tinubu, it is even worse. Bola Tinubu in that campaign said that now statistics will go job, and that is a question that has been thrown back to him now that he has been caught using statistics to manipulate the state of the nation's economy. Now statistics will go job, and we are going to expose how the Tinubu administration has manipulated statistical data to give him a feel-good, what the Punch newspaper called feel-good economy, which was what Peter Obi called him out recently for overfeeding Nigerians with manipulated statistical data to show that the economy is improving when the reality of the everyday life of Nigerians indicate the opposite. So we're going to show you how they did it, how Tinubu and his government are manipulating the data to mask the seriousness of the dire situation in the Nigerian economy. Now recall that Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 presidential election, recently accused President Bola Tinubu in a statement that he posted on his X handle, accusing him of manipulation of data to give the impression of the state of the nation economically. He recalled how Tinubu dismissed the video you watched, where Tinubu dismissed the use of statistics, declaring that now statistics will go chop, and promised that he's going to put food on the table of Nigerians. That is what his main aim. Statistics doesn't matter, that he's going to put food on the tables of Nigerians. 2 years to his administration, or 4 years, Peter Obi was asking, where are the foods that you have put on the table of Nigerians, when majority of Nigerians don't know where their next meal is going to come from? He therefore accused Tinubu of relying on misleading data to paint a false picture of the country's economic situation. And Peter Obi said, and I quote, he said, President Tinubu is now overfeeding Nigerians with wrong statistics, from wrong unemployment figures, wrong inflation figures, now GDP reversing, all to put a positive spin on our deteriorating economic and household conditions. End of quote. Now let us show you how Tinubu has been manipulating statistical data to give impression that the economy is not as bad as we think, or it's not as bad as you are feeling it when you go to the market. It's not as bad as you are feeling it when you pay for transportation. It's not as bad as you are feeling it when people are calling you from all over the place, begging for money to feed. You are going to see how they do this. Now, one of the things that President Bola Tinubu did when he became president was to change the arithmetic. He was talking about arithmetic in that video. Say even Indians cannot get that arithmetic right or whatever. But look at what he did. When he came in as president, he changed how to calculate inflation figures by the National Bureau of Statistics. So one of the things they did was that they changed the methodology for the calculation of inflation rate in Nigeria. So Tinubu changed the method to calculate inflation rate. And what you discover is that inflation based on his new arithmetic is now lower than what it is in reality. For instance, following that methodology, change the methodology in calculation of inflation, headline inflation that was previously 34.80% in December 2024 dropped to 24.48% in January 2025, following the rebasing of the calculation of inflation. Another thing is that food inflation that was previously 39.84% official. This one, what I'm giving you, that these are official. It's not even the one you feel in your pocket when you go to the market. Okay, this is the official figure. How they have been reducing the official figure by changing the arithmetic and calculation of inflation. So food inflation is from 39.84% to 26.8%. And by February, headline inflation reached 23.18% and food inflation 51%, making it the second straight month of decline after the overhaul. Now, critics describe this rebasing of inflation as a statistical illusion. You want to deceive yourself, you want to deceive people. That's what you do. You are creating an illusion that inflation is lower than what it is in reality. Okay. And I like the way Punch newspaper in their editorial describe what Tinubu did. You know, when Peter Obi said this thing, people think that Peter Obi just saying all these things because of politics. Punch cannot be said to be a friendly newspaper to Peter Obi. Now look at how he described the Tinubu's manipulation of inflation calculation to give him a feel-good economy. Look at this is what Punch wrote. The Punch editorial board described it as feel-good economies. Feel-good economies. It makes him feel good to himself. You know, lying to yourself that you are doing better. Okay? Because you can always convince yourself you are doing better. That's what Punch described this rebasing of the inflation calculation. It's feel-good economies. And Punch went on to describe it as blatantly deceptive, noting that the real hardship, like surging food, fuel, and living conditions, was simply masked by the shift in calculation methodology. That's Punch newspaper calling out Bola Tinubu about his rigging of data to give him a feel-good economy. And that was what Peter Obi was talking about, that he is overfeeding Nigerians with misleading data. Now let us also look at another angle to this. We have shown you how they manipulated inflation data. Let us show you how they manipulated unemployment figure. Because right now, the unemployment figure they are showing you is in single digit, but it's in double digit. For example, under President Bola Tinubu administration, the National Bureau of Statistics adopted a completely revamped methodology for measuring unemployment. Okay? Now, unemployment, the real unemployment as at the time they started this their new method was 33%. 33%. But when Tinubu and co rebased the methodology, they changed the method for calculating the rate of unemployment. Unemployment now is hovering in their own thinking and from their own calculation is revolving around 4.1 and 4.3% of unemployment. Something that was, as at the time Tinubu took over, it was unemployment 33%. That's official unemployment. We're not talking about the real unemployment. Official unemployment by NBS. But when they come up with the new method for calculating who is unemployed and who is employed, we are now having 4.1%, 4.3% unemployment rate, single digit. Now, what changed is that the Tinubu government now changed the methodology. On your screen, you're going to see women carrying firewood as reported by AP. What it means is that if you are carrying firewood and you are able to go to carry firewood for 1 hour, you are not unemployed, you are employed. You'll be calculated as among those who are employed in Nigeria. Because the old method for calculating unemployment has been changed. For instance, in the old method for calculating rate of unemployment, for you to be employed, you need to have a work. You have to work at least 20 hours per week. If you are working 20 hours per week or more, you are counted as employed. That is the normal method for the calculation of those who are employed. But Tinubu changed it with his team. That if you work for 1 hour, so if you do a 1 hour work a day, and that's 1 hour work per week, there's something you do for 1 hour in a week that gives you work, that gives you money, then you are no longer unemployed, you are employed. You see how deceptive these people are? You are considered employed. If you can do 1 hour, like those women at the APs use their picture to show the deception. These women you saw, the women on your screen, it means that if they go to fetch firewood and spend 1 hour in the farm to fetch firewood, MBS will calculate them as gainfully employed. That's how deceptive these people are. So these are some of the things that Peter Obi was talking about. They redefined how to calculate unemployment and employment. So with what the new calculation they have now, they have unemployment figure in Nigeria is single digit. Can you beat that kind of manipulation? Even on the employment, they have changed the methodology for calculating it. So Peter Obi was right in calling him out. The man who said that statistics doesn't matter. It is how to put food on the table that is important. Under his leadership, we have now discovered that he has failed to provide food on the table as he promised. What he is now doing is running to statistics, to use statistics to feed hungry Nigerians. That's what Peter Obi is calling him out for. Even this new method of calculation was criticized by the immediate MBS Director General, Kemi Yemi Kale. He was the immediate former statistic Statistician General of Nigeria. He raised concern about this Tinubu's manipulated data, misleading data, as Peter Obi call it, that they are now using to tell us the state of the economy. He said this method is hiding the reality of the state of the Nigerian economy. I'm talking about Yemi Kale. Yemi Kale is not an obedient, is not a Peter Obi fan, I'm sure, but this is the reality. He's saying it from a professional point of view, that the new method that Tinubu is using is unacceptable. It doesn't give the true picture of the state of the economy. But of course, you and I, we cannot be deceived. We go to the market every day. Even the president and his family, they don't go to the market, so they don't really know what is going on. So whatever manipulation they are overfeeding us with, it is we, the Nigerian people, we the people that feel the pinch of their running of the economy. We are the ones that will determine whether the economy is working for us today or not. Like they used to ask, Ronald Reagan asked, are you better off today than you were 4 years ago? Are you better off today than you were 2 years ago under President Bola Tinubu? And you know the answer. You are not better off. You are worse off. Most Nigerians are worse off than they were 2 years ago. So Peter Obi is right in calling him out, that you cannot deceive us, even if you do all kinds of rebasing, GDP rebasing and all that. We the people are living the realities of the state of the economy. And we know that what you are telling us about the state of unemployment, what you are telling us about the state of inflation, what you are telling us about the GDP doesn't make no sense to us. As long as we are still buying a bag of rice, 100,000 naira a bag, we are still living in a Nigeria where 30,000 minimum wage of 2 years ago is greater in value than the 70,000 naira minimum wage that Bola Tinubu is paying. That is the reality of the Nigerian people. I don't know what to think about Peter Obi's expose on how Tinubu is manipulating data to deceive Nigerians that he is doing well in the management of the economy. But whatever is your position, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.